It's going to hold up. Okay, thank you.
U.S. President Donald Trump signs a document he says will spell out the rules of a post-war Gaza, with a host of world leaders looking on. Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar signed too, declaring themselves guarantors of a peace deal meant to end 2 years of war between Israel and Hamas. It's a move Taiwan's foreign ministry has welcomed. Already here in the Egyptian resort city of Sharm el-Sheikh, peace is being treated like a foregone conclusion. Speaking to reporters, Trump was confident the mass destruction in Gaza would end, and that the Palestinian enclave was ready for rebuilding, perhaps with the help of some of the countries at the summit.
Phase 2 has started, and the phases are all a little bit mixed in with each other. They're going to start cleaning up. If you look at Gaza, it needs a lot of cleanup. That's why when I talked in my speech, I talked about the debris. I used the word debris. That's debris times 10. So, but they're gonna really do a job.
But the smiles and handshakes at this summit are far from the end of the matter. Israeli hostages have endured 2 years of trauma, and some may have a long, difficult road ahead, both physically and mentally.
For each of them, we have assembled a dedicated and personalized medical team, including a physician, mental health professionals, physiotherapists, and dietitians. These teams are now performing comprehensive medical evaluations tailored to each individual's needs.
And amid the jubilation at Hamas's release of the last living hostages is deep mourning for those who didn't survive captivity. Hamas has only returned the remains of 4 of 28 deceased hostages so far, sparking anger in Israel. And despite the joyful reception of nearly 2,000 Palestinians freed from Israeli prison, most held without charges, life in Gaza is still bleak. Aid is set to flow in after the lifting of an Israeli blockade, but malnutrition will haunt a whole generation of young Gazans.
If you're really acutely malnourished during that time, or even if you're moderately acutely malnourished at this time, you're going to have a lower IQ likelihood. You're going to have lower height. You're going to have lower weight. It's going to affect you for the rest of your life.
Meanwhile, with 90% of Gaza's residential buildings damaged or destroyed, it will take more than a cleanup. Practical questions about peace abound too. Israel says it will only fully withdraw from Gaza if Hamas disarms. Hamas says it will only disarm if there's a Palestinian state. So how will Gaza be governed? And will Hamas accept a Palestinian state in which it has no apparent role? Some analysts fear the peace could quickly fall apart without strong U.S. willpower, especially given what they see in some in Israeli government, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
I do not believe that he's given up on the idea that Israel would control at least part of Gaza, and many in his government have not given up on the idea that they would like the Palestinians removed from Gaza, or many of the Palestinians removed from Gaza, and what people call ethnic cleansing. And so that hasn't shifted.
Trump has left the Middle East with hope and worry in equal measure. Now comes the hard part, making sure peace finally holds. Howard Chang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.